Hi, this is David Orlofsky, and welcome to the Parsha in 5, where in 5 minutes we try to give you some insight into the Parsha. And since this is a leap year, a lot of the Parshios in Vayikra, I would say all the Parshios in Vayikra that are often doubled up or separated. Acharei Mos Kedoshim is one of those examples, and they are separated. And so we're speaking now just about Acharei Mos. And in Acharei Mos, we have at the second half of the parasha all of the to'evos, the abominations that HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells us not to do. Certain behaviors that are abominable, very serious things. And it is introduced with the pasuk of, do not do the things like Eretz Mitzrayim that I took you out of, or the things like Eretz Canaan that I'm bringing you into, which are these evil places that have all kinds of evil activities. And the parasha concludes, Ki es kol ha'to'evos ha'el osu anshe ha'aretz asher lefnechem ve'tim'a ha'aretz. The people who lived in Eretz Yisrael beforehand, the Canaanites, they did all these evil things and they made the land tameh. So don't do this. V'lo saki ha'aretz eschem betum aschem, oisaka asher ka'a es hagoy asher lefnechem. So that the land does not vomit you out the way it vomited out the people who were in the lands before you. That's kind of rough. You know, the land is going to vomit you out. Well, what kind of language is that exactly? So, Eretz Yisrael is this very special place. It's called the Palace of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, which means if you want to be bad, go someplace else and be bad, but don't do it over here. Sometimes people have children where their behavior is problematic, and you say, listen, I'm not going to stop you from doing what you're going to do, but don't do it in my house. Go someplace else and do it, but not here. HaKadosh Baruch Hu said to the 7 Canaanite nations, listen, you guys are really bad. You are abominable. I'm not going to destroy you. Just go away. Go someplace else. And the Girgashi said, well, that sounds good for me. And they went to Africa and they got a beautiful place and they lived very, very well. The others said, no, we're going to fight you. Big mistake. Don't fight people who can drop an ocean on top of you. That's just, from my point of view, I would say that's pretty basic military tactics. But okay, I'm going to fight you. And when we came in, HaKadosh Baruch Hu told us the same thing. Say, this is a place that is very adin. It's very sensitive. It's very aristocratic. And a princess and wealthy people, they can't tolerate certain yichi foods. Some people can eat yichi foods. It doesn't make a difference. But we have a very delicate system. And just like we spit out the Canaanites because they were bad, if you are bad, the land will spit you out because it just can't tolerate this kind of evil. You're coming to Eretz Yisrael. Whenever you come to Eretz Yisrael, you understand you're coming to a different place. You're coming to a makom kadosh. And as such, it has a very delicate system for tumah. It can't tolerate it. It will spit out tumah. So when we come to Eretz Yisrael, it gives us an opportunity to live lives of kedusha v'tahara. And Eretz Yisrael is a place that cannot tolerate tumah. It will spit it out. And so when we look at ourselves and we say we have the schus to live in Eretz Yisrael, we understand we don't live here like every place else. The Mishnah in Kalim says, Esa Kedushas Hein. There are 10 levels of Kedusha. The first is Eretz Yisrael, which means there is not Kedusha outside of Eretz Yisrael. This is the first basic level. So when we come here, we have to make sure that we are not a shtik tumah, that we are only Kodesh to be able to live in an Eretz HaKodesh. Mirz Hashem, we should all be zoiche to that kedusha. Shabbos.